This is Christina Moffat, and I'm here to show you how to create a custom tool in Geometer Sketchpad when you are doing the same thing over and over again. To start off with, we're going to open a new document and create the first side of our equilateral triangle. Next, we are going to take our compass tool and create a circle centered at one point to the other point and the other way around. Then we are going to create the other two sides of the triangle by forming the intersection of the two circles and connecting that to the endpoints of the initial triangle. Now we hide our original circles, highlight everything, and create a new custom tool. This one we're going to name triangle. Now let's see if this works by creating a new sketch, going under custom tool, under our document, hitting triangle, trying it out, and you can see that it changes based on our initial segment. To create our square, our first step is to open up a new sketch. And we're going to draw our first side. It doesn't matter what length. And we are going to highlight our center and the segment and construct a circle. Next, we are going to highlight the segment and both endpoints and create perpendicular lines because angles in a square are always 90 degrees. Now, the intersection of the circle and the perpendicular line will allow us to create the last side. And to create our square sides, we are going to connect the four corners. Now we are going to hide all extra information except our square. So the circles and the perpendicular lines. Now to create our custom tool, we are going to highlight everything, create a custom tool, and we're going to name this one Square. Now let's try this thing out by going to a new sketch, going under our new tool, clicking on Square, and it works. And you can see that it changes depending on that first segment, like our triangle. For Cautious Snowflake, it's easier to create a custom tool. So we are going to start with a segment, and we're going to double click on one of our points to create the center. And we're going to take the other point and dilate it into 3 equal segments. So we're going to dilate it into 1/3, and then again into 2/3. Now give us our 3 equal segments, and we're going to click on one of the middle ones and create that to be our new center. And then we are going to rotate the other center point in 60 degrees to have it in between our 2 center points. Now we are going to hide our original segment. And then we're going to connect our points to show our first iteration. Now we're going to click our first point, include our center, and then our first point and our last point. And now we are going to iterate them to show the multiple sides. So we're going to click on our first point and then our second point. And we're going to add a new map so we can do these all at once. And that'll let us go from our second to our third. And we're going to add another map. And go from the 3 to 4. And we're going to add another map and go from the 4th to the last. And that shows multiple iterations. And we're going to highlight everything and create a custom tool. And we're going to name this one Cautious Snowflake. Now we can open a new sketch and create any type of polygon you want to use to have the Kasha snowflake sides. So I'm going to use a hexagon for this one, and we're going to go under there and click on our snowflake side, and it shows that we can have multiple iterations on all that. You just click from one point to the other point where you want to draw it, or we can do the original triangle we made earlier. The Kasha snowflake was shown in my previous podcast, and then it's easier than iterating each side individually.